What if I told you God didn't create you to just be another fish in the sea? He created you to be a shark, confident, fearless, skillful, and laser focused. Too many of us are swimming around like freshwater fish, distracted, fearful, hiding from our purpose. But listen, we are not from freshwater. We are the salt of the earth, says in Matthew 5:13. Salt preserves. Salt purifies. Salt transforms its environment. You weren't created to just survive. You were created to influence, to lead, to shift atmospheres. In Proverbs 15:9, it says, "The way of the lazy man, it's like a hedge of thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway." You're not stuck because God hasn't given you purpose. You're stuck because you've been acting like a fish when He called you to hunt like a shark. Sharks keep moving. Sharks never stop swimming. Movement keeps them alive. Faith is the same. We grow by praying, seeking, acting, and obeying. In Philippians 3:14, it says, "I press on toward the goal." Don't settle. Keep swimming. Sharks have sharp focus. They don't waste energy on distractions. Likewise, we must stay locked in on Jesus. In Hebrews 12, verse 1 through 2, it says, "Fixing our eyes on Jesus, don't chase every ripple. Chase the calling that He gave you." Sharks sense what others don't. They discern danger, movement, and opportunity. You must train your spiritual sense, like it says in Hebrews 5:14. Trained to distinguish good from evil. Discernment isn't optional. It's survival. Sharks are built for purpose. They dominate their environment, not by accident, but by design. So are you. In Ephesians 2:10, it says, "Created in Christ Jesus to do good works." Stop shrinking. You were made to lead. Sharks are fearless in deep waters. They go where other fish can't. Like in Isaiah 43:2, it says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you." Don't fear the deep. You were made for it. In Matthew 25, let's say this out loud. I will not stop moving forward in my faith. I will stay focused on Jesus, walk in discernment, live on purpose, and fear no darkness. Because the one who is in me is greater than the one that's in the world. Jesus tells a story, and it's about a master that gives 3 servants talents. One gets 5, another 2, and one gets 1. The first 2 multiplied what they had, but the last, he was afraid, so he buried his talent. And when the master returned, he said, "I was afraid, so I hid your talent in the ground. So here it is." And the master called him wicked and lazy, not because he had only 1 talent, but because he did nothing with what he had. So let me ask you something. Are you burying your gift because you're afraid? Afraid of judgment, afraid of falling, afraid of what people may think about you, what their opinion is? I really need you to hear this in love. God is not pleased with buried talent. He expects a return on what He gave you. You're not empty-handed. You're just underutilizing what's already in your hand, what He already gave you. You need to go out there and be bold. In Proverbs 29:25, it says, "The fear of man brings us near, but whoever trusts in the Lord shall be safe." The word trust is pistis in Greek, and it means faith, confidence, full reliance. So you should fear God only, because everything else bows. So God is calling you to move, to speak, to build, to launch, to preach, to act, to do. You were made for the ocean, not to hide in the corals behind bigger fish. You are not to be surviving in the shallows. You were made to rule in the deep. In Proverbs 22:3, it says, "The wise see danger and avoid it, but the foolish keep going and suffer for it." And in Proverbs 15:33, it says, "Before honor is humility." humility. So yes, walk humbly, but also walk boldly. God doesn't call the perfect. He calls the available. So you already have the gifts. You already have the calling. God already gave you the green light. So swim like a shark. Go after what God placed in your heart. You're not a pond material. You're ocean designed. You are salt. You are purpose built and you are called. Now be bold. Go out there and use it. Don't worry about what people are thinking about you. So here's your challenge. Trust in the Lord, first and foremost. Ask him, what is it that you're supposed to do? Fear God only and stay focused and move in purpose because God is for you. Nothing in that ocean, nothing in this world can hurt you or stop you. So if this message spoke to you, don't just like it, but live it. Subscribe and share this with another fellow shark. And I'll see you out there in the deep waters of purpose because you weren't made for the shallow. You were made to swim like a warrior. Now go.